Yes, sir. We back live on them, bro.
Yes, Lord.
All right, and it's I've been waiting on this one. We've been going back and forth. We've been talking about some good anime, but it's time we start, introducing the big three to folks out here, man, letting them know what it is. And of course, we starting with my my gateway into anime on a real level, because everybody I feel dabbled with Dragon Ball Z on Toonami and whatnot, and I feel some people jumped into this one on the late night Toonami, but Dragon Ball was like right after school, come home, check that stuff out. But um yeah, Bleach, man, I think it's time we start talking about it, man. And like I told you, I know you tired, so we're gonna try to keep it short, ladies and gentlemen. But I told my man Deontay to keep me in line, because when I get to talk about Bleach, man, I be passionate.
He didn't bring that fire with that.
I'll be passionate about Bleach. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, episode 6 of Eat the Cake Anime. It's your homie Mac, aka your boy, and of course I got the homie right here, Deontay the Giant from Saturday Night Nerds. And unless you got something you want to add, man, we can jump right into the opening and get to breaking this show down for him.
Let's eat the cake.
All right, let's do it.
Man, never gets old.
What's good, people? Like I said, episode 6, Eat the Cake. The homie Mac, aka your boy, and I got the homie Deontay the Giant out here. Make sure y'all know who it is. We out here. And it's about time we start cracking open these big three, right?
It's time.
Now, me and you, we're above average anime heads, I would say. So when people mention the big three off the top, there's been debates. Time to update big three, new big three, modern big three. Where's your stance on that? Is it just we have the big three and then all others follow underneath, or are you one of the ones that believe, based on performance and the popularity of certain anime, that we should be able to remove the OG big three and insert new big three?
Yeah, I'm one of those type of people where I feel like all of these shows are just considered masterpieces. And well, I can't say all of them are masterpieces, but the ones that deserve that type of recognition, like they deserve their own era of big three. You have like the OGs, the one that started it all, that should never be replaced, like One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, and then you have like the godfather of all anime, which is like Dragon Ball Z, and then you got like the new generations that keep coming after that, and it's just like they need to be up there too, but it's just like you don't want them to dethrone the OGs. You want like for this era, you want stuff like JJK, you want Fire Force, Black Clover, My Hero. All of those got to have like their own triple for every 5 years.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in the same boat when it comes to the OG big three, because without those three, like I don't think anime spreads like it does. So, and also to just sit there and look at it, it's almost like inflation, right?
Yeah.
The means to be able to digest One Piece when it first started, Naruto when it first started, and also Bleach isn't as the ease to access it isn't what it is now, right?
Yeah.
So that's why when you're looking numbers wise, like there's things that surpass it, both box office, monetarily, sales numbers, all of those things like that. So I feel just having the Mount Rushmore with just 3 heads on it with these 3 here, I ain't got no problem with it. But I am not one to poo-poo on the Demon Slayers and the kaijus that are up and coming, the solo levelings that are up and coming, although that's more of your mind walls, not your mind. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, a lot of stuff going on. But let's talk about this amazing property, which is Bleach. Initially, your first thoughts on it. How into it did you get? And like where would you kind of put this? Is this in your top 5, top 10, possibly? Just a general kind of letting the people know.
Yeah, after I got introduced to this latest arc, Thousand Year Blood War, like sometimes I was on the fence about like where I stand with Bleach, but then I had a very fresh reminder of just how hard this show can go.
Yeah.
And Thousand Year Blood War arc is so nasty right now. With just a couple the cores of the arcs that we've gotten so far. I would say it somewhere in my top 10 for sure. Personally, the original series before the Thousand Year Blood War arc, like it was just like anything goes. If like I found an anime that was better than it, then the anime would go ahead of it. But now that as a whole with Thousand Year Blood War arc, Bleach is it's hard to touch. It's really hard to touch. There's my history with anime. I did start off with Toonami just like everybody else, but before Toonami came into the picture, it was Kiki's Delivery Service. The Studio Ghibli movie was my first introduction, and then it got into like Dragon Ball, Inuyasha, Bleach, and Yu Yu Hakusho, and all those came along.
Yeah, man. It's tough to try to get newer generation to like rank Bleach as high as you did. I think Thousand Year Blood War kind of put it on a lot of people's radars more recently, especially since, and we'll talk about it, the original anime, bro, like filler paradise, bro. And we'll get into that when we get into the anime. But let's get into what we like to do: break down the manga, and also talk a little bit about the creator, one Noriaki Kubo, or as he goes by his artist or screen name or his alias, Tite Kubo, with this segment of creating the manga. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one Tite Kubo was born June 26, 1977. And the dope thing about this guy and a couple of other people that we talked about on this show is he knew from an early age that he was going to be a manga artist. And I think that's like wild when you look at it. And I think it's just during that time in Japan where like that was the dream goal. Like, I don't know like what money you get from it or whatnot, but like you remember in elementary school, they're like, what do you want to be? An astronaut, a doctor, this. And my man was like, I want to make manga. You know, I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, he was a straight up beast. oh man.
Yeah. So the reason why is, you know, as a kid, you're there in Japan, you're seeing a lot of anime, or you may be digesting the manga. I think for him, he said he read the manga Saint Seiya, and is one of them you know, superhero type stuff, action, fighting, good guy, bad guy stuff. So you know, growing up, he took his talents, or his talents were recognized by the OG, the kind of like the Nike, the Jordan of manga distributors over there, Shonen Jump, with their weekly edition. So he had a one shot, and what one shots are is like a quick, you know, 15 to 60 page story, kind of aimed towards adolescent young men, boys, to get them hype on all the superhero stuff. he did a Ultra Unholy Hearted Machine, and that was back in '96. But his first manga that got serialized and picked up for a weekly run was a manga called Zombie Powder, which I had no idea until I started doing the research for this. But I went and looked at it a little bit, and it sounds pretty dope. I'm upset that there's no like anime for it, but it was canceled 27 chapters in, and Tite himself was like he was unaware of I guess the demands of producing something on a weekly basis, the deadlines, and plus a lot of other things, personal things going on in his life. He kind of fell off a little bit. And then the publisher felt like the story wasn't going anywhere, so that's why they canceled that one off.
Man, that dude has a work ethic behind him for sure.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. The wild thing is because Bleach took off and did what it did, a lot of people after the fact of looking into what Tite has done and everything, find out he's done Zombie Powder, and then they go and check it out. The premise of it, which sounds pretty dope, it takes place in like a steampunk Wild West, and it's a group of people that are looking for certain artifacts. The biggest one is the zombie powder, which if you collect it, gives you the power to bring back the dead back to life and gives you pretty much immortality at that point. So it's kind of the gist of it. I'm gonna mess around and try and see if I can't find the manga and go read that. But yeah,
that sounds wild, man.
That's something like, man, if you just want to go back tight, and finish that up or pick it back up, because you got some clout now, my boy. You got some clout. Go back and pick that up, man. But of course, his second attempt at it obviously was Bleach, I guess, once he got his head together. So that started running in 2001. So Zombie Powder was from 99 to 2000. It got canceled. So he came up with the story, the script, and everything for Bleach, presented it to Shonen, and they was like, nah, that don't look good. So he was like down bad, right? He was just like, man, my last joint got canceled. They don't like my new stuff. And the OG, man, the Godfather, Toriyama, messed around and saw the script and wrote a letter back to Tite, encouraging him, hey, man, don't give up on this. Keep pushing it. I'll back you on this. So, when you represent it back to, Shonen Jump, and be like, oh, yeah, my boy back here like it too, Yeah. Oh, you got the man Toriyama on it? Oh, yeah. Oh, Toriyama like it? Oh, man, we been liked it. I always liked it. The guy upstairs, you know how that be, right, Ty? I was going with it, but
Man, he got to see Joe blessing from Kobe himself.
Bro, talk about it. Imagine that the backing that gives you, bro, when you jump in there and it's just like, oh, my man Tori like it. My man Tori. Oh, all right, hey, go ahead and run with it.
We in there.
Yep. So obviously the manga that got picked up ran 698 chapters out of here, right? And that the rest is history at that point. But when it also comes to that, he did he returned to Shonen Jump to publish the one-shot Burn the Witch, which also kind of got an animated, I think a 4-part anime release. And word on the street is season 2 was announced, but I haven't heard anything else for it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard anything. I've been looking for it. But apparently it's in the works. Hopefully it comes out sooner rather than later. But yeah, man, that's pretty much how we got into it. But we're looking at it, and he likes to say that his style is known to have a heavy focus on action, which you can see obviously in the anime, right? They be quick to be about that action in the anime.
Yeah. It's like traditional shonen spirit right there. Everybody just ready to throw down for what they believe in. This is like, whoa. Okay.
Yeah, they think about it. Yeah. But when it comes to Tite, what his thing is, his style was more of like a minimalist, right? Like he focuses more on the actual characters, the main things in the scene, and not so much the backgrounds. Trying to bring up a couple of steals or pages from the manga so we can see it. But he came about his style because, of course, he was influenced by the Saint Seiya, and there's another one, Shigeru Mizuki's Gegege no Kitaro, and that's more of a like a supernatural, spiritual, like good demons, bad, things like that, which you can kind of tell when he starts introducing the hollows, right? The
Yeah.
whole supernatural side of it, and also the Shinigami, the Soul Reapers, or what we would call like what is it?
Grim Reapers.
Grim Reapers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he dabbled in that, but as a kid, he was trying to draw and copy the Mizuki style from that manga, but found it hard to do it, but kind of put his own spin on like character design, the angular jaws and things like that, instead of the more rounded faces and things. So that's kind of how his style came about. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you dabbled or just looked at some of the manga drawings and his panels from that, but I'm pretty sure you can tell like he has a very distinct style. Plus that, and you've seen Burn the Witch, so you can kind of see his animation influences in those properties.
Yeah, man, that dude got his a very recognizable style of his own. The way he writes stories and makes characters talk to one another. He's been very consistent out of most authors for manga. So I it's him when you see it. So he pretty much made his legacy known.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring this one still up so everybody can kind of see what I'm talking about when I mentioned like the backgrounds are not very detailed. He's not trying to worry about all that. It's just more focused on the characters in here, right? So plain empty backgrounds, focused on the characters, and kind of makes it stand out more. And the other thing that I noticed, and he kind of mentioned it, it was part of his MO when it comes to that, is when you look at the manga, everything is black and white, right? You're just like, well, those are the only things you can do until you put out an art book and throw some color on it. But when you watch the anime, when it's in color, he really wanted to focus on the uniforms being as minimalistic as possible. So the Soul Reapers, the black uniforms, with the white adornments, the Espada or the Arankar with the white uniforms with the black, and then the Quincy's, the all white uniform. So he wanted to keep it as simple as possible. And I think after you watch the anime and then you go back and look at the manga, it's like now the manga doesn't seem like it's so lifeless, because these were the uniforms, these were the colors that he was intending, and you can kind of see the Shinigami behind me with their black and white uniforms and things like that. So I feel like using that aspect and then bringing that to the show, instead of having the black represent, like a blue or a green or something crazy like that, just man, just black and white. It's what it is. I think that adds a little bit more to the actual I guess what's the word I'm looking for?
Like the lore?
Not the lore, but how much like it engrossed me into it. Like, bro, it's like easier for me to digest. I don't have to use my imagination as much.
Yeah.
One of the things, it's so, I appreciated that about it. Like he wasn't trying to do too much as he was drawing it. Like he's just like, I'm just drawing these characters and we're gonna stick to these action scenes, right? Wasn't a whole lot of dialogue, and well, there was dialogue. Like my man Tite be writing the dialogue, like when they be fighting, they're about to fight. The banter back and forth between combatants is pretty dope too, which translates well over to the anime. But When it comes to the writing, I thought it was pretty good, and I mean, it's pretty for the non-filler episodes. It's pretty spot on. So if you watch the anime, you can kind of see how involved he was with the writer when it came to the adaptation. I'll throw it back over to you. Like the every shonen has, you know, their banter. Dragon Ball, obviously, the cockiness of, you know, one enemy when they think they got the upper hand, and then the shonen joint kicks in, and then now they have the upper hand, and they're just explaining powers to one another. Man, I just thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, man. Like one of these days, we're gonna have to like figure out how to get a discussion going about who is the craziest shit talkers in anime, because there's a lot of shit talking and shown in anime.
Bro, what up, Will? Appreciate you tapping in, man. I see you too, Blake, man. Thanks for watching, man.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got guys like Vegeta, Yu Yu Hakusho, Ichigo Kurosaki, like some of the most well-known shit talkers in all of anime. And it's just like there's levels to it though, because there's like they'll just like taunt you a little bit, and then there's guys like who would I say is like the most foul and disrespectful? Ichigo can take it there sometimes with his opponents, but there's been times.
When he find him new powers, man, he be hella cocky with his shit, you know. I would say just I don't see how Vegeta ain't like the favorite to win that bracket if we were to go that way. Because my man could be like getting his shit pushed in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And still be talking shit, bro. Like it's just one of them things where Vegeta is never not gonna talk shit.
Vegeta is never Colonel Stick Meter.
It pretty much.
He's like, I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna tell you something about yourself on the way down. So it's
he gonna get his ass beat. Goku come in, save everybody, and Vegeta be like, "Why'd you jump in? I had him." Like, bro, Vegeta. You over here,
flat out
crazy. Over here, dusty as hell, bro. You done flew through like 8 mountains. You know, you got a crater from when he slammed you back to the earth. You was finna die.
Man,
I saved you. Kakarot, what did you do that for? I almost had him.
It's like, man, don't you want to go home to Bulma or not?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Stop. Get some help.
Like, dang.
But yeah, when it came to this one though, so the supernatural side, we talked about that from the Gegege no Kataro, but the say I hope I'm saying it right. The fantastical weaponry and the powers and the things like that. That's what he took from that and incorporated into something that he wanted to appear very traditional. So the Zanpakuto, you look at it, it's just, oh, you got a sword, you know. But the things that both the Soul Reapers and other individuals that utilize swords, weapons, whatever, even those that don't utilize swords, but whatever their basic skill is to fight, to put in a fantasy element to what he calls awaken their weapons. So the Zanpakuto, they have a release form, and where the design of the sword just changes up to something wild, and you're just like, damn, this is crazy. So when you first read the manga and you first see a Zanpakuto released, you're just like, yo, that's wild, man. My man he just out here with this wild ass sword. Man. But the further you get into the story and the further you watch the manga, you find out that the release form ain't it. You know, then there's the next level, the Bankais, and you're just like, yo, that is super wild, bro. What is this? And then there's like the evolved Bankais when you get the second awakening of it. So the creativity of this guy to have, bro, and it's not like there's only 7 characters in this show that have powers, bro. Like it is, everybody got some wild shit, bro. You got to keep creating new shit and new shit and new shit. So the creativity already off the rip, like I'd have been tired. I'd have been like, hey, I can only come up with 5 powers, bro. That's it. Like,
Man, it's just like make them like put them against each other and call it good.
yeah, base level. The Shikai, I think that's the release form, and then the Bankai. So appreciate you, Will.
Yeah, because we get to see a lot of bankais from a different group. Well, we see it from Soul Reapers throughout the original series, and then you think like some of them have bankais, and you find out in Thousand Year Blood War that wasn't even their bankai. They had another bankai, and it's just like, God damn,
Fam. Like the power scaling is ridiculous, but
whew.
that's what I'm here for, man. I want to see some off the wall, fantastical stuff. I want to see a spectacle when I sit down and tune in to these shows and read these stories. Like I could appreciate just straight up swordsmanship, like your Afro Samurai, your Samurai Champloo. You know, you like I could appreciate that, you know. But bro, the kid in me, bro, I want to see some wild stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and Bleach gives it to me.
That's a fact.
Bleach gives it to me. And he also gives my man Toriyama big ups because he said, you know, watching Dragon Ball and watching the villains throughout there, like his mind, he was like, if I do this, my villains got to be outrageous, cool, strong, scary. And my man can write up. First of all, let me just give y'all the plot because
oh man.
So this takes place in Japan, obviously a small made up town, or is it made up? I don't know, Karakura town. Ichigo Karasaki. One of these like your standard shonen, he's a kid, but like he's hella strong for some reason, stronger than normal, but he has the ability to sense spiritual entities and stuff. So he can notice the spirit of a girl, a little girl chilling. And, he leaves a little vase, a little memorial to it. Some kids come and mess it up bigger than him in size. And he's just stomping their face in the ground, just calm as hell, right? Like, so there's something about him. And the further you get into the story, it gets explained why he can do what he can do. But in this world, you have the spirit world. Some spirits are left behind because of how they passed. They haven't been released over to the other side. So the spirits that are in between, you have your soul reapers that come and try to release them, and then they go to the not the Serengeti, Soul Society is what they call it. Yeah, there's another word for it, but hold on, let's see what Blake said. I know I can't contribute to anime knowledge. Started Blue Eye Samurai. I don't know. Hey, we'll talk about that on here sure soon enough. But so you have that side, which is considered, I guess, the good side, right? The Soul Society is like the peaceful, you go there, you live your life. And then you have the hollows that come and they try to just devour that soul. So that's like their equivalent to hell, kind of.
Yeah.
Like No Mundo is where they try to send you to. So that's where he comes across, I think a hollow shows up to his house and I think goes after his sister or something, and Rukia shows up, who is a Soul Reaper from Soul Society. Not the strongest, not the best one. Pretty much she got her shit pushed in, was about to die. She's shocked because Ichigo can see what's happening. A normal person wouldn't be able to see what's happening. Like shit would just be going on, and a normal human would be like, yo, what the fuck is my house is getting fucked up? I'm getting slung up, beat up. So he could see that. She's shocked. She's about to die. So she transfers her power into him. He becomes a substitute Soul Reaper. But his spiritual pressure is so strong. His Zanpakuto is just this huge ass, like Buster Sword.
Yeah.
From Final Fantasy type stuff. And that pretty much starts it. But there's three other teens in his town that kind of have that ability to sense spiritual pressure. You got his homie Chad, who's half Mexican, half Japanese, who gets bullied because of that, and like he's hella strong, but he's super non-violent at first. He'd be like, all right, I'm gonna just sit here and take these punches until he's tired. And then you have Orihime, the main female lead, I guess you can say lead, who also is kind of brought into that world as well as you know, you got Rukia, like we just talked about. So that's kind of like the main four that go about in the town until they transition over to the Soul Society arc. But that's pretty much the gist of it. But talking, I know that's all I have to say this. Talking about wild ass villains, my man Tite has probably written what some would consider one of the most broken, most the biggest plot twist, the biggest like, oh shit, my man here was doing. My man Eisen, bro.
Sosuke Eisen.
My man Eisen. One of the I'm saying it off the top of the head. If I'm thinking like he's in my top 5 villains.
I would say top 5.
If I really sat and thought about it, he can move out of there, but he's guaranteed top 10 when it comes to the sinister, the craftiness, the fucking the double betraying, the double agent, bro. When it was revealed what the fuck was going on, I was like, this nigga Eisen, bro, my man.
He is Ike Turner in anime form. Give him that side look.
Right, my man was just pulling the wool over everybody's eyes, playing everybody from jump, betraying his lieutenant. She ain't know what to do, bro. She was like, my captain is the best captain of all time. He will never. And once she was destroyed. Like she emotionally, mentally, she was just like, I can't fucking do it. Like if he's bad, the up is down, down is up, you know, like the whole world is messed up. So for him to come up with a character like that, to where even to this day, people be like, Eisen is probably one of the most broken, one of the most diabolical, probably one of the smartest antagonists in manga and anime history.
Oh man, Eisen is what you call, man, what would I call him? He's got a plot twist, 4-year plot twist. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Bleach, basically.
Yeah, and it's like you side with him, you think you side with him, but then that man got another plan behind your back. Like you sided with them before the betrayal, and you're just like, all right, I'm on the right side of this shit. And then he got another plan on top of that back plan where he's just like, oh, you leaving everybody. Like you fuck everybody then, huh, Eisen? Yeah, pretty much.
This dude just like, I could solo all of y'all, but I'm not going to solo all of y'all. I'm going to have a little fun with it. I'm going to make myself some minions that's really powerful and let my minions do the work for me. But if y'all make it past the minions and you want the 1v1, I will be ready for that too.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't like the smart dude that didn't fight. Like Eisen was about that work. He had bodies. You know what I'm saying? He had bodies on him.
Golly.
Yep. But 74 volumes. So it was a 698 chapters, like I said. So 130 million copies sold as of the last thing I checked. The last time the site was updated was 16 September. So which placed it the 13th best-selling manga of all time, right? Ooh. So I mean it's up there with the greats, but I mean it's just as crazy as it sounds. I don't think the manga gets the love and appreciation that it does. You know what I'm saying? No. I don't know if people going back and watching 1,000-Year Blood War, the manga sales kind of trickle up a little bit more. People going back and reading it, which I do recommend. Reading it because you will avoid a lot of the fillers that come with the anime. But if you haven't read the manga and you just watch the anime, like the fillers are pretty solid. Because I watched the show before reading the manga, and I was just like, man, dude, like, bro, this is boom, 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 like legit villains and like gangs and groups that are coming together for a reason. And it's making sense to me. I'm watching it, and then when I get done watching the original running of the anime, you go back and read. I'm just like, yo, where the fucking bounce at? Where the fucking And I go online, and I'm just like, bro. Goddamn, all that was filler.
Yeah, I was like, this ain't canon. That's crazy. They had another filler arc where you got to meet the Bankai as characters, and it's just like, how is this not canon? Because like Zangetsu, which is Ichigo's Zanpakuto,
right?
He has a real physical form, and he was in that arc. So it's like everybody's sword should have like a physical embodiment, and that whole arc about them was just filler. I was like, damn, all right.
Yeah, I mean it was dope. I think me watching the anime first kind of helped that, because if I did read the manga, I'd be like skip. I would be skipping all of this shit, man. But again, like I said, it's either or. If you want to get straight to the meat and potatoes and get this main arc out the way and see what the fuck we talk about when we talk about my man Aizen, the manga is where it's at. Or you could just watch the anime and skip 163 episodes out of the 366 episodes of the OG anime.
Yeah.
163 of those episodes is filler. Fam.
That might be the filler king of anime right there.
Bro, it's gotta be. And that's including, like, I don't think if you combine OG Naruto with Shippuden, that there's 163 filler episodes. Like they got a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, because the runtime of both Naruto and Shippuden, I think it's like over 700 episodes.
Yeah, and like One Piece is working its way up to like 1,200 chapters in the manga and like 1,200 episodes in the anime, and they're probably at like maybe 45 filler episodes right now, which is insane.
Wild. Well, my man, One Piece, man, he be churning them out.
Yeah,
my man Tite took a long sabbatical, and they were just like, well, fuck it, keep this anime going somehow. And these writers was just coming up with creative ass stories, which, bro, had me hooked.
It's all beast mode right there.
I'm watching this shit like, damn, boy, these motherfuckers cooking right now. They up there just looking. They do an episode. They look at Tite. Hey, man, you ready yet? Nah. All right, fuck it. Let's come up with a Zanpakuto coming to life and this shit. You ready, Tite? Nah. All right, fuck it. Pick up other enemies. You know, like we cooking in here, Tite. Just let us know when you're ready.
I'm back with a banger right now. The 1,000-Year Blood War.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fire.
Yeah.
So another thing that I want to talk about is how he used different or like, I guess, languages are synonymous with certain groups, like the Soul Reapers. All their attacks are in Japanese. When it comes to the Quincy's, it's mainly German.
That's right.
There's the members of Execution in the thing. All of theirs were in English, and the Hollows and the Arancars, they use like Spanish. And you'll kind of pick up on that when you watch the anime and they go to like Hector Mundo and you hear like the Spanish guitars and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty dope that he, like, each, I guess, faction has their own unique language that they use when they release and they do their bankais, their equivalent to that, you know.
Yeah, he's never been afraid of no diversity, man. That he has like representation in the characters and in the story itself. It's like, damn, like this is an anime you could grow up with.
Indeed. I also feel, and this is probably just my take on it, when it comes to like female characters playing a very big role, and they're not just there for eye candy or waifus, even though, bro,
we got some. We got a couple of them.
Hey, bro, off rip. Hey, man. Hey, who that? Hey, who that? Who's that? Who's
that? Wait a minute. What's your name?
Wait a minute. But then they all kick ass too. You know, it's not like they're there for eye candy. Like they be about it. They be throwing hands and fucking shit up. I'd be like, oh, that makes them even more on the waifu list. Like, you going up the power rankings here, girl.
Damsel in distress my ass.
Yeah. Don't fuck with them. They about it. They about it over there.
You don't need to be saved. They're gonna save us.
Yep. He said Kubo know what he doing.
You sure do.
They got big personalities.
Yeah,
Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. Yeah, but I mean, he put this out there, and this property, like I said, initially rejected by Shonen Jump, got backed up by the god Toriyama, spawned 4 films, 12 novels, several video games, 2 trading card games, and 5 musicals out this motherfucker. So, I think that's a dope story. You know, my man took an L for Zombie Powder, which like I said, the premise of that sounds dope. I'm gonna go check it out. Came up. Imagine if Bleach was never a thing. They was just like, nah, this ain't it. And he was like, oh, damn it. Oh, well. We never would have had this shit, bro.
Man.
I didn't even man, that even makes me miss my man Toriyama even more, man. You know what I'm saying?
Toriyama paved the way.
Bro.
Straight up.
Bro. To a real one.
F in the chat for Akira.
Yeah, man. F's in the chat for my man Tori, man. But manga aside, you ready to talk about the anime, my man?
Oh, it's on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we about to talk about the anime. Oh, all right, I did the same thing last week. All right, man. Tell me, when you saw the first opening for Bleach, Asterix, that's the name of the theme song, bump song.
Yeah.
Your initial reaction?
I kind of felt like I was at home because I was like, I don't know what number this was. This could have been either right after Yu Yu Hakusho or maybe right after Inuyasha in my timeline, but this was like a back-to-back W because it's just like Dragon Ball Z had like an English dub theme song that just really catchy. You have the Yu Yu Hakusho theme song that just makes you fucking get up and dance. And then Inuyasha, they really had the ending theme song to where you wake up at like 2 a.m. in the morning. That's the first thing you hear.
You sleep, you fall asleep with the TV on, and you like, what the fuck is? You wake up,
yeah, it's like, oh, that's that jam.
You be in your dream, like, what the fuck is this playing in my dream for?
For real. And then Bleach comes with their theme song, Asterisk, and I'm like, all right, I'm locked in with anime forever because this seems like it's a trend that's never gonna die.
Yeah, I mean it like the song was catchy, but for me it was the visuals. Like my man, I don't know if it was his idea or like somebody gave him like the direction, but bro, the cats in like these opening things, they be drippy, bro. Yeah. The drippy. I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers swaggy. They saucy as shit, bro.
Them motherfuckers doing on like cardigans and all kinds of stuff. Like you smell like Tom Ford cologne. Like, what is you doing?
Cardigans, my man have the ski goggles up here with the button up with the fucking the capri shorts with. I'm like, bro, you ahead of your time out here, swaggy out, bro.
Man, Ralph Lauren in Japan. What is going on here, man?
Yeah, which was why I'm just like, I think that was dope because the characters are teenagers, you know, in Japan. When you watch the show, they ain't wearing. I mean, they'll wear a couple outfits, but they ain't wearing the drip that they have in the title, the openings and things like that. So, but like if you just Google like just random artist depictions or drawings and stuff like that, Tite has drawn a few like the art books. Like if you look at the art books, like the different styles he would have them wear, hip hop styles, punk rock styles, things like that. It's just my man was he was on another level when it came to that. And not to take away from openings from other animes or like their styles. I think this was the first one I saw where it was just like I can see them doing that. Like it wasn't because like Full Metal Alchemist. Like the opening, they ain't wearing no wild shit like that. But I guess it's more the time it was happening in. I think they were trying to show that Bleach was like a modern day type anime that was taking place in modern time, early 2000s, mid 2000s. And that was like the style that was popular in Japan. So he was just like, I'm gonna just have my characters reflect the age of the demographic they're portraying and wearing these things, which I think helped Bleach stand out a bit more from your your Inuyashas, your all the other anime that were going on at the time. It was more of a modern anime, if you will.
Yeah, and the background music that he had to support that was just like, whoo, that man is cultured. He got taste.
Yeah, he does, man. Like I ain't gonna hold it, but and I ain't trying to play nothing because like you mess around, play any theme song from any anime, play any kind of scene from it, TV Tokyo be on our ass, bro. So just go to YouTube, like Bleach openings, because unlike like we talked about My Hero, I think episode 2, and we are like, man, the only thing that My Hero is dropping the ball on is its openings. Yeah. Bleach doesn't have that problem. Like no. Bleach has bangers, my boy. Bangers.
Openings and ending themes.
Yes. Yeah. When you go two for the opening and closing, you got me.
Yeah.
You got me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't going nowhere, bro, until you let me down.
Putting up Kevin Durant numbers with that stuff. It's what's going on.
This motherfucker don't miss. Don't miss. So Studio Perrault, which is famous for your Naruto series, both Naruto OG, Shippuden, Boruto, if you want to throw that in there.
Oh man.
Fuck with it. People fuck with Boruto. It's another grind. You got to grind to get to the good shit. It's like a what do you call them? Like a super sour patch kid. Like the fucking sour shit be kicking your fucking ass. But if you hang in there, you're gonna get to the good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Get to the sweetness.
Yes, most indeed. They've also done Tokyo Ghoul, obviously Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the GOATs, Black Clover, and Akudama Drive, which is a newer one I think came out a couple years ago. I want to say 2020 or 2021. Dope ass anime, by the way. But you were talking about the OST, like the soundtrack of it, music by Shiro Sagisu. So the thing about that is I love how, I don't know if it's his theme, but when Ichigo be ready to do that next shit, you hear that.
Whoa, you had that choir.
Yeah.
So like, well, all right.
What is this? Is this the muses from Hercules over here?
He got a whole choir in the background too.
If you want some action, you got to be the main attraction. I'm like, somebody about to get this shit pushed in by my man Ichigo.
Man, Kubo getting hired.
He already done.
He hired Martin Luther Baptist Church to come sing that. Come sing that song for Ichigo. I was like, all right, then. He was over here in the States for a little bit. He gets recruiting.
Talk about it. But no, I mean, like I said, we kind of talked about the plot, animation on point. Seeing it in color, like I said, I watched the anime first and went to the manga. Like I can imagine, like I said, watching the manga and you see Ichigo, everything's black and white. And you're like, why does this motherfucker get picked on? And in the manga, they're like, oh, he has orange hair, whatever. And then you see it, like you see how it just stands out from everybody else. Like you see it here or here.
Yeah.
My man here, like that's why they were picking on. They're like, oh, you're half Japanese, like it's a whole lot of like little undertones and stuff like that, diversity and low key like racism, things like that going on. But seeing it in color, and then like I said, it's with most of the shows we talked about, seeing the action in still motion on the thing and use your imagination, like, oh shit, that's fucked up. And then seeing it in motion, you like, oh shit, this shit real. You know what I'm saying? We talk about some of the bankais, like my man Byakua when he does his shit. bro, when he drops his little sword down and the fucking other swords come up and you just, oh bro, y'all about to fuck up out here, you know. When Renji first uses his shit, you just like, bro, man, this shit wild. Like these motherfuckers out here wilding right now, you know. But the main thing, like I said, probably one of my favorite, like the hero shows up moments is, you know, when Rukia is about to be executed and my man was doing all the training to learn his Bankai. He shows up last minute because they're just like, bro, this super spiritual phoenix bird is about to pierce everything. Like it just destroys everything to the core. And my man Ichigo shows up and be blocking it with his sword. I'm just like, this motherfucker is the GOAT.
Crazy.
This motherfucker the GOAT.
He showed up and made short work of everybody.
Yeah. But seeing it in motion made me love the characters more. Cause like you read it, going to the manga from watching it, like you appreciate them, but like I can only imagine just reading it and then seeing them in motion because you got Hitsugaya, the fucking 12-year-old prodigy captain, the Ice King, you know what I'm saying? Your homie Byaku up there, Rukia's big brother. You got Renji, then you introduce into the other, like I said, Aizen. You got Kenpachi out there. I mean, it's just, bro, it's a cast of characters where you'd be like, bro, this shit is like I love everybody on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when Demon Slayer comes out and you're looking at the Hashira, it just reminds me 100% of the captain of the 13 squads for the court guard.
Yeah. Like, dude, their swordsmanship is not to be played with because these dudes, they've been killing hollows all of their career, and of course they have to go all the way up. They have a chain of command, so they got like the grunts, the lieutenants, the captains, and then you got the big boss man, Yamamoto.
Ooh,
God, man, y'all think he running that squadron for no reason? No, he earned that.
Facts. So yeah, each one, like you would think because there's 13 squads, like the 13th captain would be like the lowest of the low, and then it would work its way up. But you quickly realize like that don't fucking matter because my man Kenpachi, the namesake to our homie Kenpachi,
yes, sir,
is probably the strongest motherfucker of them all, and he just be out here just fucking people up just off raw talent. Like he ain't even using no real swordsmanship style. He just like, I'm gonna just chop your ass with this fucking jagged, and it's a dull jagged blade. And he just, bro, it's like I said, tight fucking. He was on it. He was in his motherfucking bag creating these characters, bro.
Oh my god, yeah, Kenpachi, he is like anime embodiment of Black Air Force energy.
Like you Black Air Force energy. Yep.
You don't have to go back and forth with him. You just tell him that you want to fight. And he's like, all right, I got time for that. He'll clear his whole schedule off and be like, hey, I gotta fight this dude because he think he bad. So yeah. It's like,
and not only was the animation and the and I want to do this more when we talk about the anime, is the voice actors. Like I've been on this show and I've been on record saying, like, you know, most of the anime I watch is just straight sub. So when I go to these conventions and they're just like, hey, the voice of Ya is here, and I'm just like, bro, I'm sure you do a dope ass job.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
right.
you. But I did watch half of this anime, you know, via Toonami and all that stuff. So my man Johnny Young Bosch, who is I feel fucking anime Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah,
all the people he's brought to brought to life using his voice in anime and in video games. But my man, obviously, he voices not only Ichigo in this one, he does Vash the Stampede for Trigon.
Classic.
Yep. He voices who else is he?
Said Two Sides of the Pitch podcast says Piccolo. Is he Piccolo?
I don't think he's Piccolo. I don't see him on here. Let me search this shit real quick. He does Lelouch for Code Geass.
Oh, the legend himself.
Yeah. Brock.
Wow.
From Pokemon. Bro, Jonathan Joestar, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Damn.
Bro, he out here, bro. he out here. What did it say? Yep. Vasha Stampede, Ichigo Kurosaki, Narukime for Persona 4, Nero and Devil May Cry, yep, and Lelouch and Code Geass. So yeah, my man out here, man. And he was the Black Ranger in Power Rangers. So you know, he really got the hands. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't out here fucking around.
No, he gotta run his check.
Yeah, 100%, man. So yeah, I mean he's out here, and then they didn't slouch back off when it comes to you know, Orihime, because the voice actress that played her, Michelle, or not Orihime, yeah, Orihime, Stephanie Shehh, Shehh. She's been known to come out here, and she's also done work on where's it at? I just had it up here. So she did Hinata in Naruto. She did Orihime in Bleach. She voiced the title character in Sailor Moon. She plays Katana in DC Superhero Girls. She played Yui in Sword Art Online, as well as some other ones. So it's not like they just got some random people. They got some people with some acting chops in here. Who, like I said, man, the first half of the anime, I'm watching this shit. I'm like, bro, these people are on point. Yeah. But then I fucked around and watched the sub, bro. It just hit different. I'm gonna just say that. When them motherfuckers BANKAI, I'm like, oh shit. Ooh. Felt that. I like, felt that. Yeah.
It got serious now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, because Johnny was just like, you know, he watches it and he's trying to replicate that same attitude and voice inflection when he's doing it. And he was like, bro, about 8 episodes in, like his voice was starting. He was starting to like lose his voice. His throat was hurting because he was trying to. And then the director was just like, bro, you just got to find out how to make it yours. Like you can't do what my man over here doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. You can't do what my man over here doing. What's my man name? Masakazu Moriata. Yeah, my man, you ain't gonna do what he do.
No, that's Ichigo's Japanese voice, ain't it?
Yeah. 100%. Oh, and then they had Johnny, the original voice actor, English voice actor that did Brawly. Apparently, he got caught up in some sexual assault charges and stuff. So they recast Brawly's voice to be my man. What you call it? Brawly. So Johnny is also the voice of Brawly now. So
wow, man, him and Chris Sabat be getting that work.
They do, man. So I just feel like, you know, wrapping in all that stuff, man, like it's one of the better animes. Like I said, the fillers is probably the biggest knock against it, the biggest knock. But if you're just going watching it, not knowing the anime or the manga, watching it through, like the fillers are not like the random, oh, we're at the beach episode type shit. You know, like it's legit arcs that I like, the Bound arc and the, like you said, the Zanpakuto one, and then there's the Vizard, and then all this other stuff. I'm just like, yo, this shit wild. Yeah. You know, like this shit is dope. And then you go to find out all this shit is fucking filler, you know?
It's like, you at least make one of these arcs canon, man.
Yeah. Because I mean, I was like legit, like, I don't know how they're getting out of this shit. You know, like, I'm just, fuck, man, they might not make this shit. And then, like, oh, that shit wasn't even a real thing. What the fuck am I doing? Why was I stressed?
It's just like, I could have totally missed this and not regretted it, but
at all.
Jesus,
it'd been fine with it, you know. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's just one of the like I said, it was my gateway into it, man. Like I watched this, and that led me to Full Metal, led me to Sword Art Online, led me to Attack on Titan, led me to Naruto, and it just went on and on, man. And at that time, it was dope because all of these series were already wrapped up, so I was just binging these things, bro, like fucking crushing them. And then like you finish them up, and now you're like on current anime, and you're just like, weekly waiting for my episodes, and then now in your Demon Slayer type shit, you're just waiting for like 3 movies to come out now, to wrap that shit up. So
yeah.
Hey man, hey, I appreciate that, bro. Love it.
Big
And
shout out.
yeah, once we get done here, man, we'll go and return the favor, man. I appreciate that.
Yes, indeed, man. Bleach has definitely been a huge part of my childhood. You got the waifus, the music, the artwork. The story may not be everybody's cup of tea. I liked it for what I could get, the benefits I could get out of it. Love the power scale and despite how ridiculous it can get. But Bleach will always have a special place in my heart. Ichigo is definitely one of my favorite protagonists in the Shonen Jump world. I cannot wait to see them wrap up the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, because that is going to be the jump off.
That's next month, right? They're bringing that shit back.
I think October 4th, if I'm not tripping. 4th or 5th, one of those two.
Yeah. Fam. Hey, I will say, going back to watch Bleach, you're going to watch it on Crunchyroll. I think Netflix has it as well. Like the animation dated. 1,000-Year Blood War is to me, bro, it was like the prodigal son coming back, man. Because they bring the song back to the first episode of it. You see all 4 of them coming. I'm just like, oh my god, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, they haven't missed with an opening theme yet either. They're like 3 cores in. 3 out of 4.
Loving it.
Whew.
So I'm watching it currently on Hulu, because I think when they first announced it, that was the only spot it was playing on. I don't know if it's over on Crunchyroll now or any other streaming service, but Hulu's where I'm watching 1,000-Year Blood War at now.
Yeah, same here. Because I saw a few news reports on it that it was supposed to be on Crunchyroll and Disney Plus, but I haven't heard anything.
It's on Disney Plus, but the way Disney Plus be fumbling the bag, man. They'll have some dope anime on there, but the way they do their captions, like it's so fucking, bro, I can't follow it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there's no dub for it. I'm like, bro, it's hard to follow anime on Disney Plus, and they don't be announcing the shit. They don't be advertising this shit. They don't be doing nothing. Like you just go to Disney Plus and go to anime. You just like, oh shit, they got all these things over here. Why you ain't saying nothing to Disney?
You got to compete against Netflix and Hulu. So it's just like you're already in trouble.
Facts. And I mean, I don't know if Disney's serious with it. Like if you're not gonna be serious with the anime, like don't spend money to get it and keep it exclusive to your site, because they got a couple on there. I forget the names, but there's a guy I follow on YouTube. Channel is like Mother's Basement. That dude's dope. He's like, bro, these anime are like lit over in Japan, like popular. Disney paid money for exclusivity of them, but then they're not advertising that they have them. So you don't know fucking that Disney be having them, because the only thing they're promoting is the Acolyte. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
they go all in on Star Wars.
Agatha all along. I'm like, bro, that's dope and shit, but you got other stuff over here, Disney. Like, if you want more and more people to subscribe, like you can probably get some people to come over your side for more than just Star Wars and Marvel. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Hopefully they get it together, man, because I feel like they're fucking up the ability for those creators of those anime to profit and actually get as big as they could be getting, because you're not, you know what I'm saying, putting their shit up to the forefront. Like you're paying money to get them, so Crunchyroll can't get them, but then you're not doing anything with it. Like quit being an asshole, Disney. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
for real. Like y'all got Sony syndrome going on over there. Sony just like y'all can. We know Spider-Man belongs to y'all, Marvel, but the hell with y'all.
Yeah,
Gonna make our
100%,
own movies.
man, 100%. So we'll see. Like I said, but like, you know, you follow the right people on YouTube, they'll put you up, they'll put you hip to what's over there on Disney. But like I said, you turn it on and the subtitles don't match up. They just a scrolling text. It's not like broken up by he said this, she said that. It's just a run-on sentence where you're just like, and I'm not fluent in Japanese. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm reading this shit. I'm like, I don't know who said what at this point. Like, you just got captions and both people talking. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, you know. So this shit's hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake's like, I watch Disney Plus all the time. Had no idea anime was on there.
Yeah, they make you work for it. You got to find that.
Yeah, it's not at the top. They don't have a category like that. You gotta look for it, but they got it. But let's go ahead and move on. I got one anime I want to put people on. I don't know if you got one in mind, but we'll go ahead and move to my man in honor of Kenpachi. Put this on your radar segment. All right, you said you had something for him?
I usually would like to like throw people something newer to watch, but I haven't gotten into anything new yet. But so I will put y'all on to like something old school, just for the sake of it. So let's see, what is a good old school show that I recommend for people? Hunter x Hunter. So I don't know if we have brought that up yet, but Hunter x Hunter, supposedly the manga is supposed to be starting back up within a month or two because the author uh Togayashi, he's been having some health problems, so he's been back in and out of the studio. If you want to like see what he's done so far, you can see all of his old chapters online. And you can go watch the anime on just about any app. Like Hunter x Hunter's on Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll. Very great story. Same author that made Yu Yu Hakusho. And I promise you, once you start, like two episodes in, you're probably gonna binge the rest of it.
Yeah. Bro, that's probably one of the best anime, not just best anime, best stories out there. When you look at it, man, when it finally closes up, like we thought we had closure. I thought we had closure, but my man came back, was like, all right, I'm back. Write some more shit. And I'm here for it.
Right.
Write your heart away, boy. I'm gonna be here for it. I ain't gonna say no to some dope storytelling from my man. For me, like I said, you know, I'm gonna just put y'all on. Like, it came back out in 2020. Akudama Drive. So it's like it takes place kind of it's the hot phrase now, the dystopian future.
Yeah.
Kind of like a whole lot of cyberpunk type stuff, right? Just kind of think of it like that. But it's in this region, Kensai, which has become a kind of like a vassal state of like super criminals, highly skilled criminals. And those criminals are called Akudama, right? So there's ordinary people here, just not as skilled. There's a petty criminal.
Man.
She's called the Swindler. So like they're all called by kind of like their specialty. So a plan was brought together and somebody was trying to get a group of them to work together. So they put out a bounty and they advertise it out to everybody. So different criminals try to come together to get the bounty. And when they all come together where the bounty's supposed to be, they get informed like, oh no, like I just really wanted all you guys to group together to do this one super heist for me. And so they all come to the police station where the initial bounty was at. The Swindler, the original, the ordinary person, was brought to the police station on like a miss
like a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's there when the super criminals get there, and because she's there when they're all there, they're like, "Oh, you must be a super criminal too." So she's just along for the fucking ride while these fucking super skilled criminals are doing whatever she's doing. But she's talented though, you know what I'm saying? So so she accidentally became a criminal when she was meeting the one super criminal, the courier. And then after saving what she thought was a black cat, the girl pretends to be a criminal. Talk about, oh shit, yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm the swindler. So she doesn't get killed because they're just like, you fucking with us or you getting killed? Nah, bro, I'm with you. Hey, let me tell you what I do, you know. So but you know, it's a dope thing. It's only like 12 episodes, I believe. No, nine episodes. So it's 12 episodes, but the actual manga is only 9 volumes. So yeah, check it out. Like I said, I think I watched this one when it was on when Funimation was still a thing. So seeing how Crunchyroll absorbed Funimation, I'm sure it's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
But just to make sure, I don't want to steer y'all wrong. I just want to double check. So y'all go to Crunchyroll, be like, this motherfucker Mac lied to me. We don't want that press out here, you know. We don't want that press out here. Where to watch?
Yes,
yep, it's right there on Crunchyroll.
Oh,
so yeah, just check it out. 12 episodes. Knock that shit out. It's a dope anime. I like it. So if you do check it out, come back, let me know what you think about it. Agame got killed. Now that's gonna be its own thing, bro.
Ooh.
Start talking about the anime that gets you like that'll punch you in your fucking feelings. Agame got killed over there.
Yeah, that is 24 episodes of straight pain.
Yeah, you get about 6 episodes in, like, man, this is a nice group of guys, man. I can't wait for things.
Oh, whoa.
They're gonna be all right though, right? They're gonna be all right though, right?
Wait, the story's over?
They can save him, though, right? They can save him, right? Start crying like that dude, and that mean that shit hurts, bro. But yeah, then we'll get into that. Like Assassination Classroom was one of them joints too.
Oh man,
bro, we getting ahead of ourselves now. But yeah, so for your old school joint, you got Hunter x Hunter. Check that out. Obviously, that's on Crunchyroll, Netflix, all of that stuff, man. Wherever anime is at, that's probably one you can catch on any streaming service. So if you have Netflix, no need for you to buy anything else or subscribe to anything different. And then Akudama Drive, I think it's only on Crunchyroll. I haven't seen it saying anything about Netflix or anything like that. So yeah, check that out when you guys get a chance, man. Obviously, you can go to YouTube, check out the trailers and stuff. There's probably a couple episodes on YouTube anyway. You know how people be doing out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, check those out. And if we put you on something nice and you like it, come back and let us know. Without unless you got anything else you want to put the people on, we can head back to our regularly scheduled program and wrap it up, my boy.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Side note, I just found out that it's also on Disney Plus. Because the internet told me. Disney Plus didn't tell me. Yeah, to scroll down. Like, oh yeah, this shit's on Disney too.
Like I had to find out through a third party.
Yeah. Disney, get your shit together.
Yeah. We got some bangers in the comments section. They had Speed Racer, Laughing Under the Clouds, Dead Man Wonderland. Like, damn.
Dead Man Wonderland. Oh, bro, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Speed Racer, that's OG. Like, I think you watch Speed Racer for the memes, bro.
Yeah, you got to.
Because that animation is. I know I gave One Piece hell like the earlier episodes, but Speed Racer, man, for like front to back, Speed Racer. The voice acting, memeable.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. I went over there, and then I'm gonna speed. Why are you doing it? I'm like, what the fuck is happening here, bro? Like,
Oh my god. Whew. Times was hard.
what up, Black? And oh, my man B up in here, looping the third, bro. That's another classic, by the way, too.
Straight up.
Yeah, man, but we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna let my man over here, Deontay, let you know what he got coming up for SNN and what Fundamentals has coming down the pipe, man.
Yes, indeed. We were supposed to do the first episode of SNN Group Therapy last Saturday. I lost a couple bodies basically to help get the first episode going. But we will keep you guys updated on when the first episode is going to debut. It shouldn't take us long. We got Emperor Wills back home, and then we'll just need to make sure we have our first guest lined up for that. My next announcement is the one we've all been waiting for. So Saturday Night Nerds on September 28th, which is this Saturday at 12 o'clock noon. We have a merch store going online. So
say word, son.
Yeah. So we finally got a store up and running online. So you guys will be able to buy whatever you feel like. We'll have coffee mugs, shirts, hats, mouse pads, you name it. You go to our website. I'll provide the link for you this Saturday in our link tree, and we'll also be throwing the link around in all of our streams. So definitely head to the website. We'll even start putting out promo codes so you guys get like free shipping on everything you order. And we'll also apply that through our Patreon website too. So if you're on our Patreon, you'll be able to get some goodies for not nearly as expensive as most websites will charge you for some merch.
Nice. Yo, what was the what was the planned topic for the first session of group therapy?
The first group therapy therapy session was going to be about gaming. We're going to complain about like our relationships with like customer service, like I was going to do with PlayStation. Will was going to have this thing about Xbox, and then we could just talk about like PC or online multiplayer or companies just putting games out too soon. Yeah.
So when are y'all planning on doing that one? Because I got beef with Nintendo and their
oh yeah,
y'all ain't lowering these prices for these games yet. Why is shit still $60, man?
Wilding out. Why
is Breath of the Wild still $60, man? Like I would like to go back and play it, download it on the Switch. But you over here talking about $60 still. And there's a whole second one out.
Man,
you got Tears of the what's the Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah.
I'm like, the sequel came out, so I'm expecting the first one to be like $99.99, maybe, $20. Nah, $59.99. I'm like, Nintendo. Ooh. Fam, what we doing? And then Sony with their fucking let me stop. Who's about Sony? They fucking remasters. I'm like, fam, nobody asked for this. Like Horizon Zero Dawn. Like this shit came out 6 years ago. Why are we getting a remaster? Like remaster the old shit, bro.
For real.
What are we doing?
They're gonna charge us full price for it.
Yeah, this shit came out on PS4. The graphics still nice. Like, no motion capture. And I'm like, bro, chill with that. And then they'll charge me $70 for this shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be on a Saturday for group therapy. We can always pick a day of the week where we can all just rage on it. It just goes on like who the guests or who the guest is and what their availability is. So
look at this shit.
Mario Sunshine on the GameCube is still $60. Nintendo games will never go down.
And we enable it.
Yeah, we keep paying them.
We that down bad. Like, oh, fuck it.
Man, nearly $70 for the latest Pokemon game. Y'all crazy.
Damn.
Woo.
Oh, and then before we leave, yeah, y'all gotta let us know because we got beef. We got beef with 343 Industries.
Oh man, they in hot water.
What they did to my boy. What they did to my boy.
God bless their heart.
But yeah, man. So merch coming out. Fucking group therapy on deck. We got Smoke Pit for the patrons. Yep. For the Dat Feeling Patreons. We'll be going live Friday. That'll drop Monday for everybody. And then Saturday, we do have our game night where we'll be playing culture tags. And like I said, having a good time. Go ahead and give out some free merch and stuff like that as well. When we get offline, Deontay, just send me the link for your stuff so I can go ahead and have it added. So next time we could just bring up all that stuff, and then I can add it in the description as well. So people could just look at the description, click a link, go straight to y'all stuff. So
big bets.
Cool. But man, that's dope. Also, man, let me know when y'all Patreon back up so I can go over and support the broskies over there and do everything.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, check them out over there. Saturday Night Nerds, which is way better than Saturday Night Live lately. So check them out. All you do is just go to Facebook, just type it in as it sounds, Saturday Night Nerds. Go straight to their group. They got a gaming page as well. As you see, they were coming back. They're over on Twitch as well, right here, Saturday Night Nerds. Just check Twitch out. Hit them up over there. They do a lot of streaming, Warzone Wednesdays. These boys stay grinding over there on Saturday Night Nerds, so make sure to go check them out. And we stay grinding over here at DFPN. Make sure to check out our website. It's in the description below. We have articles. Expect some anime reviews to be coming out soon. We got wrestling reviews from my man Black and all that good stuff. So thedfpn.com. Check it out. Link is in the description below. All of that good stuff. And then you see our socials here. We got Eat the Cake Anime on Facebook. Eat the Cake Dat Feeling over there on Instagram. We're also on Threads, the same thing as well. So make sure to check us out, man. I've been staying away from X. I haven't been using it too much lately. I think we have one. I'll double check.
Yeah,
I think we were just creating a lot of socials for everything, just trying to get the blanket down. But
right,
we'll be more active on that for y'all, man. You know, we'll be more active. A lot of interaction with the group and the fans and stuff like that. So for everybody who tuned in tonight, appreciate it. Big shout out to my man, Two Sides of the Pitch podcast, came over here, got a sub from us. We'll go over there and return the favor. And if you're still watching, make sure to give a sub to my peoples over here too, Saturday Night Nerds. Make sure to follow them as well. They got dope content, several shows over there as well. So we doing it big over here, man. We just trying to, get our foot in the door. But I think we on our way, man.
We'll get this money.
Hey. Oh man, but that's all I got, bro. You got anything else for him?
I am all set.
All right, man. Hey, it's the homie Mac, aka your boy, joined by the big homie Deontay the Giant. Episode 6 of Eat the Cake Anime. We talking about everything Bleach. We appreciate everybody who tapped in with us. And until next time, y'all take care. Peace.